Hi, I wanted to come on and introduce myself. I'm Sandy from Le Doux Designs. We have recently, my husband and I, have opened a shop, an online shop for craft supplies and stamps, stencils, and such items like that. So I wanted to come on and show you what our new release is and tell you a little bit about our shop. Uh, so our new release has to do with space. We have two stamp sets. The first one is called Alien Invasion, and it looks like this. Super cute. It has little aliens on here. It has some simple sentiments. So it says, "You're out of this world. Happy birthday, an Earthling." And I'll show you some cards that I made using this stamp set as well. But it's photopolymer stamps. I actually have masking on mine because I've been playing with them, but yours won't come like that. And then we also have Mission Control, which looks like this. This is our little astronaut and his rocket. And photopolymer, as I said. The sentiments on this one are: shoot for the stars, be brave, creativity takes courage, thank you, follow your dreams, and you're space-tastic. And that's the astronaut again. To go with it, we have a bundle in the shop. There's a few of them left. We opened on June 14th, so it's been going fairly well. So if you'd like to grab the bundle, you still have a few left in there. Otherwise, the stamps are available individually as well. We have a paper pad that has these designs in it that is also available. And I want to show you just a few of them because the colors are just spectacular. So this is what they look like. They're front and back. So you get more of a variety, miscellaneous kind of background, and then one that goes a bit with the space theme. So there's several different ones in here. I won't show you all of them, but I will give you a quick glimpse on a couple of them. They're really nice. It is a glossy, semi-glossy finish, but there's 4 of each design in there. So you have front and back, 24 pages. You have 4 of each design included in there. And then in addition to that, we also released 2 stencils to go with our space theme. So we have the night sky, which looks like this. I know it's probably hard to see on video, but I'll show you what it looks like when you color it. But there's also this little mask in here for when you're building the moon or a planet or the earth. And it looks like this, like when you like this is like the moon or the planet, and this is like another planet, and then there's a meteor, and you can put the little craters on there and all the fancy stuff. And that goes with this stencil set right here. I also made a card that kind of shows off a bit of the different stuff that we have in there. We also have this moon stencil available as well. It's called Lunar. This one is night sky. So there's quite a bit you can do with that. You can build a background. You can use just 1 or 2 little simple parts of it, but it's very universal because it goes with a lot of stuff. So that stencil is also included in the bundle. And then there is ephemera that goes with the theme. So it includes the characters from these stamp sets, but they're pre-colored. You usually get about 2 of each one. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's that little guy in purple. And we did try to alter colors for you. So there's 2 different colors, and sometimes the little people are flipped back and forth, just to kind of give you some options in case you're not a colorist. You'll be able to make your cards with the already pre-made ephemera. No cutting out, no none of that. So that's super helpful. We have a second stencil that came out. It's not included in the bundle. All that's in the bundle is the paper, the 2 stamp sets, the stencil, night sky, and the ephemera are all in one bundled set. And you save 10% if you buy it in the whole bundle. Otherwise, you can buy all the individual parts online as well. But we have another stencil that I wanted to show you. It's new in the shop. It's called Simple Sentiments. And I think you can kind of see that, but it has happy birthday, congrats, celebrate, inspire, thanks, love, cheers, and create. And it's basically a double layer stencil. So you can build the mat behind the word and then put the word on top. What I mean by that is, if you can tell on this, how there's a pink background and then the words are in red. That's the double layer. The pink is the first layer and the red is the second layer. There's also a very small little mask in here for when you're doing the word love, in case you want the love part to have a different color. And I think I did a sample of that I can show you. It looks like this. So that there's the background, then there's the words, and I masked here when I did the blue so that I can make the O heart in red. So this is a very universal set as well, and has been pretty popular since it came out. So I wanted to add it in this video so you could see that. But there are also several other stencils in the shop that I'm not actually showing here, but you can definitely check it out when you go to the shop. Here are a few cards I made. This one is with the little alien. It also has the paper in the background that we have. Then here's another alien. This is one of the other aliens. You get this stamp set right here that's filled in solid. You can make it whatever color you want. The background paper on this one is also part of the paper pack that we have. This one right here, this is the rocket from the astronaut set, or mission control is what it's called. And the background paper is from the paper pad. So it looks like he's out in space already. And then here is the little astronaut, and he is on the paper from the paper pack with a planet looking like he's on the moon, but you can see the planets behind him. So that's a little bit of a way that you can use the paper pack and the stamps together for your backgrounds. So that's a few samples I had on that. I have one more. This is the lunar stencil that I was talking about, and I put these little guys on. I just stamped them 3 times and colored them differently so you guys could see what they look like. So that's another one with that cute little alien, fuzzy alien there. And then I have this one. It has the spaceships on it. It's using the paper from the paper pad and the Galaxy Shaker Mix. So this one is a shaker card. We do have shaker mixes in the shop. We have this one called Galaxy, and we have, I think there's about 20 different shaker mixes, and I made them all by hand, so they're not shaker mixes you would find anywhere else. I did pick and choose the pieces I wanted to be in each mix. So, for example, I have one called Wild Honey, and it looks like this. And there are beads and bees and flowers and all kinds of, there's little butterflies in there. There's little pandas, because it's all about honey, and pandas like honey bears, like they like to eat honey. And so I kind of made the mixture myself. And then here's another one called Ocean Mist. And this one has sequins and beads and clay mixtures. I cut all the clay pieces myself, so that was super fun. And then mix them all together. You get 1.5 tablespoons in each shaker mix, so everyone gets the same amount of shaker mix. I have 20 in there now, and they are while supplies last. Since I hand mixed them, I only have what I mixed up, and then after that, I have to make a new mix. So if you see one you like, you'll want to grab it so it's not gone when you come back. We have some other ephemera. So remember, I talked about the new release ephemera that we have, so that you wouldn't have to actually color the images. So if you're a scrapbooker and you don't tend to color, the ephemera pieces will be extremely helpful. So we have, I think, 7 or 8 ephemera sets in the shop currently. And this one right here is our Under the Sea. So as you can see in there, there's seahorses and there's jellyfish and swordfish and coral and all kinds of different little stuff in there. And they usually have 20 plus pieces in there. Sometimes it's more and sometimes less, depending on how big the pieces are. It does say in the description online, so you can go out and look and see just exactly how many pieces are in each one. This one we call Creepy Fun. It has voodoo dolls and scarabs and mosquitoes and clowns and all kinds of different things in it. And if you want to know exactly what's in each set, I have it laid out on the website so you aren't guessing what's in the pack. You'll be able to look and see. The only thing that varies is size and color and the orientation, whether it's flipped right or left, because we do change that up just a little bit sometimes when we're printing them out, so you have options. So check out the ephemera. We also have some rhinestones in the shop. There are, I don't know, maybe 7 to 8, something like that. This one is actually, let me see if I can get you a good view of that without the glare. So this one is called Dragon Scales, and I called it Dragon Scales because you can see the blue, the green, the yellow. It just kind of looks like a dragon scale to me. So you get that. It's 1.5 teaspoons of rhinestones. This one is called Blue Hawaiian, actually, and they're very, very sparkly. And these are clear all the way through, so there's no black background on them or anything. And we have several different colors. Oh, there's 3 sizes inside these little rhinestone pieces. So there's a mix of 3 millimeter, 5 millimeter, and 6 millimeter. So there's a mixture of those in here. So if you are prone to want to sometimes use large and sometimes use small, all of that is included in there. So that is super helpful. And then I have a specialty something in the shop, and these are called our resin dots. My husband makes these. They don't come from anywhere else. They are made in-house, just like our stencils and our ephemera, and several of our other items are made right here in the Le Doux Designs headquarters. But these are resin dots. So they have glitter in them. This one is called Mystic Blue. You get approximately 99 pieces in there. So while it looks like a little small bag, you get a lot in there. It is also in 3 sizes, small, medium, and a large, right about the same sizes as the rhinestones are. So you get a mixture of that. This is another one just so you can get another look at that. This is the peach. So I'm trying to make it so you can see it pretty well, but yeah, they're flat on the back. They don't have adhesive on them. All you need is a little bit of Barely Art glue and you're good to go. But you can add them to cards or projects or anything you want. We have a bunch of these in the shop, all different colors. We even have clear bubbles and lots of cool stuff. So make sure you go out there and check it out. Now, we also have some 3D products. The one that is my favorite is this one. I use it for everything. This is the soda press. It looks like a soda can. My husband made it for me because I love soda. And I use it as a bone folder. I use it to, when I glue things on, I'll rub the back to spread the glue out and get a really good adhesion of it. You can use it on a MISTI or stamping platform on top just to press down so you get an even pressure. And I also use it to hold the dots down when I glue them on until they stick. So there's a lot of uses for this, and it's handy. It's really small. It fits like in your hand. So it's travel size. You can definitely take it with you when you travel. It's the only size that we sell because it's the size that I use all the time, and it's convenient. You can take it with you when you go. So we have that in this multicolor. So if I turn it around, you'll be able to see it's like green, blue, pink. It's pretty cool. All the 3D products I'm going to show you come in the multicolor, pink, teal, and purple. And you'll be able to see a touch of what each one of those colors looks like as I show you a few more products. So we have a marker blend stand. So it looks like this. It's 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 2 places to hold your caps. So if I were going to take my marker, it fits right in there like that. Stays pretty secure. If you're doing a live video or something, it will hold the marker there so you can see the numbers, so your customers or your friends or whoever's watching you on a live can always see what number you're working with. So I find that super handy. You have 8 slots, and this comes in all 4 colors. We also have what we call the tidy the tidy pour tray. Sorry, didn't mean to giggle on you, but it's pretty small, but it has some grids in here, like some little beveled levels, so that when you put your embellishments inside, you can shake them and it'll flip them right side up. So I don't know if you can see that, but they're all right side up now. And then once you're finished using them, you can use the little pour spout to put it back into your container, and then you can use it again. I use it for my embellishments, but I also use it sometimes to hold sentiments and different things. So there is some universal use to this as well. Comes in all 4 colors. Love it. Okay. Now, this is my favorite thing. I know I said that soda pop was my favorite, but this is my all-time favorite. So this is a tray, and it holds all your little embellishments in it. You have 7 slots, and then on the bottom there's this grid with a lip on it, so that when you layer them on top of each other, they're called stackable bling trays. They lock in place. So you can slide them around your desk however you want. You can stack as many as you want. Even the bottom ones have the grid. So they stay locked so they won't spill. And you can slide them on your desk. You can unstack them. You can stack as many as you want. We sell them in, this is mine on my desk. Mine is made with the beautiful different colors, the multicolors, and a black one. I have a black one on the bottom. But if you can see, it has all my embellishments in it. I put my top on, and it's stuck together. And so I use it on my desk all the time. It's small. It probably wouldn't hold a whole pack of rhinestones in it, but you don't need all of them on your desk. But I find that if I put them on my desk, I use them way more than I would if I left them in a drawer. So, yeah, so you can buy these one at a time, or you can buy a set of 3. They come like this. So we have these in pink, teal, purple, and the beautiful multicolor, which is my favorite. We also have card stands. So when you look at it, it looks a little funny because you can't tell what it is. But what it does is it holds, let me grab a card so you can see. It holds your cards like this, So you can take pictures of them or put them in your office or at your desk. It will hold a slim line either up this way or across, so horizontal or vertical. And it's great for photographing your stuff for online. Comes in white and black. I would tell you that I do love the one that I have in the multicolor, but when you photograph it, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's purple, and it's really distracting from your image. So black and white seem to be the best ones because they blend well with the pictures. So kind of up to you, but for now we only offer black and white. So we have a lot in the shop, but we have a lot more coming. We just wanted to get it opened up and people introduced to the location and where to go. It's www.ledouxdesigns.com, and you spell it LEDOUX and then the word designs.com, and it's all one word. And we'll put it in the description so you can definitely click on it from there as well. I have one more thing I want to talk about that's in the shop, and that is we have digital stamps, because just that we're starting out, we only have 2 photopolymer stamp sets. We'll have more. We just started out with 2, and the rest are in digital format. So we have a lot of digital stamps. Most of them are not sold individually. They're sold bundled by type or theme. So there's a few of them where it's just one image or 2 images, like clowns or, and then there's some that are like farm animals that have 6 or 7. And I have set them up in files so that you will get a JPEG, a PNG, a white fill, and you'll get a right and left if applicable. So if you have an image such as, let me show you. If you have an image like this little guy who's facing one direction, when you get the digital, he'll be faced the other direction as well. So you'll get both directions. You won't have to do that yourself. It will come in a separate file. And I want to explain the difference between JPEG, PNG, and white fill. So JPEG is the standard one with the white background that you tend to see in free images and things like that. The PNG is the one with a transparent background, so you can completely see through all of the image. It just prints the black lines. So the problem with that is it's super handy, and you want to be able to mask and layer images together. The problem is when it's a PNG and it's transparent, if you layer the lines over top of each other, you can see the lines through the image. So what I've done is put a white fill inside the black lines so that it's still a solid image, but you don't have this big white background that blocks everything. So that layering will be easy when you're trying to do it. And if you have any questions, feel free to send us a message. We have our email address on the website, and I'm Sandy Le Doux. Some of you will know me from the speed coloring videos and stuff that I do on YouTube. And I'm more than happy to help you out if you have any questions, but you will get all 3 files, and you will get right and left, and they're all labeled as such. So some files will have quite a few files in there. You can choose just the one you want, or you can take them all. We do have an angel policy, so please don't share images. I mark them inexpensive enough people can go grab their own. I did put a free digital stamp out there, and so it's called the Ice Cream Pup, and it looks like this. This is my little puppy with his black eye, spotted. I call him Spot, and he's in an ice cream cone with ice cream on his head, and he is available for free. So if you just go check out the website, don't forget to download your free digital stamp. You'll get him facing right and left, and in all the other forms that I told you, like the white fill, the PNG, and the JPEG. So you'll get them all. We may have a few more of the free digital stamps coming soon. I like to share. So I definitely want to give you a chance, if you've never used Digis, to download a free one and see if you can figure out how to, resize it. They can be resized 8.5 by 11, or sometimes even bigger, or they can be as small as you want. So they give you a lot of universal use on them. So I just wanted to let you know that we are excited to be opening a shop, especially with times being kind of tough as they are right now with everyone else. It did not stop us from starting out our business. We'd love to have you on our journey. I do Facebook Lives twice a week in our Fans of Le Doux Designs group. I do them on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8:30 Central. We'd love to have you there. And then I upload them to YouTube so you can watch the replay anytime you want. I also do speed coloring videos on YouTube. We have Instagram and TikTok, and it's all under Le Doux Designs. So once you find us, you can find us on all the platforms. So I'd love to know if you guys have any comments or questions or concerns, or you're just excited. Please put some comments into under the video. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.